What's going on, guys? This is another episode here. It's Nolan's Playbook. Today, my hot topic is NBA Western Conference previewing, where we preview the Western Conference. The NBA is back. We got training camp. Preseason is underway. So, of course, we got to give our predictions on it. Without further ado, let's get into it. We know that the Western Conference is the deepest conference. We know that the Eastern Conference is the Eastern Conference, and we ain't going to get much out of it. Just like this year. We know every year for the past 20 years, and if not more, the Western Conference is always the better conference. It's always a deeper conference. The Western Conference is where it's at. The Western Conference are where the stars are at. So, let's get right into it. My number one team that I'm going to go with in the standings this year is the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. You got SGA coming off of his MVP, Finals MVP, All-Star. You name all the accolades. SGA got it last year. And he has a supporting cast coming back. They got J-Dub signed and Jalen Williams. They got Chet Holmgren signed to an extension. They still got Lou Dort, Caruso, Hartenstein, Casey Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, and the other Jalen Williams. And then Coach Dagnall. They have all their guys coming back, and Hartenstein. So they have all their guys coming back from last year. I don't see why this team wouldn't be a force to be reckoned with, especially when you have the MVP and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a young team that we never seen before. Those guys love to play the defense. And if you're going to play defense, the offense is going to come easy. If you're going to play defense like those guys played defense last year, you don't even have to worry about offense because that's going to come naturally from the defense. So OKC will be my number one team. My number two team in the Western Conference is going to be the Denver Nuggets. The reason why I say the Denver Nuggets is number two. I think Joker is coming back with revenge on his mind. We know how that series went last year when they played OKC. They had the upper hand. They were up 3-2, and OKC came back and won those two games. I think Joker is coming back. Jamal Murray is a notorious slow starter. As the months go by, the calendar flips January, February, March. That's when Jamal Murray finds his groove and gets going. Jamal Murray, you have to start now. It's October. When the season gets rolling, you need to get rolling. Somebody ask Mike Malone, who's not coaching Denver anymore. Somebody ask him about Jamal Murray being a notoriously slow starter. You need to get off to a hot start. If Jamal Murray can get off to a hot start, Denver can finish second in the Western Conference. But he was really nowhere to be found, especially when they needed him the most in the playoffs last year. And you can make the case that he was hurt. Everybody's hurt. That's no excuse. The other reason why I think that Denver is poised to do something big things this year is because they traded Michael Porter Jr. to the Nets for Cam Johnson. We know the player that Cam Johnson is, a 3-and-D type player. He's going to play defense, and that's one thing that Michael Porter Jr. didn't do. Michael Porter Jr., he's going to score all day long. Sometimes he's inconsistent at scoring. He's kind of like Jalen Green at scoring sometimes. He's going to score all day long. Then he's going to give you the games where you can't seem to find him. He's not a good defender, so they make that trade. I think that's a really good trade in getting Cam Johnson. We know the Denver Nuggets never have a bench. They never have a bench. What do they go out and do? They add THJ, which is Tim Hardaway Jr. They add Bruce Brown. Remember Bruce Brown? He was crucial to the Nuggets bench when they won a championship 2 years ago. They got him back. He always wanted to come back anyway. And then they got a backup center in Jonas Valanciunas. We all know about Jonas Valanciunas. That's a true backup center to Joker. That will take some of the load off Joker, and that can hopefully have Joker not playing 48 minutes a game for 82 games. So that was a big move for Denver. They got a bench, and that's gonna go a long way. My third team to finish third in the Western Conference is gonna be the Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, we start with LeBron and Luka and Austin Reeves. Rightfully so. You got the supporting cast of Rui Hachimura. Um, you got of course Bronny. They add DeAndre Ayton. They needed a center. They didn't have rim protection last year after they traded AD to Dallas. They needed the center. They go out and get DeAndre Ayton. I think DeAndre Ayton is going to have a good year. The reason why I say that Ayton's going to have a good year is because this is his last chance to prove himself. It didn't work out with Phoenix. It didn't work out with Portland. Now you with the Lakers. This is your third opportunity. When are you going to come through DeAndre Ayton? They not asking DeAndre Ayton to give him 20 points a game and 15 rebounds. If DeAndre Ayton could get him 18 points to 12 rebounds, that's a win-win. But the Lakers also got somebody who's gonna protect the rim, hopefully be there to protect the rim. If DeAndre Ayton does not play lackadaisical and lazy and all nonchalant, he will be fine. But if he tries to just not act like he's not a part of the team and he's not there, the Lakers are going to be in trouble. The other guy that the Lakers added is none other than Marcus Smart. We know the dog that Marcus Smart is, a tenacious defender. He's going to get after you. He's going to dive for loose balls. He's going to get on the floor. Marcus Smart's going to do all the dirty things that you need him to do. The Lakers did not have that last year. They have it this year. Marcus Smart is a former Defensive Player of the Year. He's gotten to the championship, even though he doesn't have one. But he's still that veteran presence and that dog that the Lakers need in their locker room. And they also add Jake LaRabia from the former Sacramento King, who has a chance to be a good perimeter defender. Now, who I have finishing fourth in the Western Conference is the Dallas Mavericks. I'm very, very high on the Dallas Mavericks. The reason because they got Cooper Flag. God praised them. Luckily, somehow, after they got the number one draft pick out of the sky, just after you trade for Luka and then you somehow get the first draft pick in the draft, a lot of people did question that, rightfully so, how odd that was. But all in all, we all got to get over it. They got Cooper Flag. If you're not over Luka being traded, Dallas, get over it. It's set and done. Y'all need to quit crying about not having Luka anymore. Y'all got Cooper Flag, and y'all traded for Anthony Davis. Remember that. Y'all traded for AD. Y'all still gonna have Kyrie coming back, probably around All-Star break or after All-Star break. Dallas added D'Angelo Russell. They still got P.J. Washington, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, Najee Marshall, Caleb Martin. They got Klay Thompson, a four-time champion. The Dallas Mavericks are poised to do some big things. The Mavericks might have the strongest front court in the NBA. Gafford, P.J. Washington, Derek Lively. You can throw Dwight Powell in there. And then you got AD. Of course, Cooper Flag. He is going to be a stud. Jason Kidd is playing him and experimenting him. He's playing a point guard this preseason. And if that kid is going to be able to do that, they going to have the ball in his hands, what? Man, the sky is the limit. And when I talk to y'all about OKC wanting to play defense, Cooper Flag is one of those young players. He's only 18 years old. That kid likes to play defense. He likes to play defense. The other night, he got a block off the weak side out of nowhere. And you like, what? These kids don't like to play defense. These kids are all offense. This kid loves to play defense. On top of that, his scoring, his rebounding, and they try to have him play point guard too. Oh my God. So that's why I am high on the Dallas Mavericks. And then you add D'Angelo Russell until Kyrie Irving gets back. Now we know D'Lo, notoriously hot, cold, hot, cold. But that's a good move until Kyrie gets back fully healthy. That's why I have Dallas finishing 4th. 5th on this list will be the Minnesota Timberwolves. Why I have the Timberwolves so low is because those other 4 teams that I mentioned, OKC, Denver, the Lakers, the Mavs, I just think that they're going to finish ahead of Minnesota. Not a knock on Minnesota. You still got Ant-Man. You still got Julius Randle. Nice 2-man game. You still have Jaden McDaniels. You still got Dante DiVincenzo. You still got Mike Conley. You still got Rudy Gobert. We know how they closed out that Western Conference Finals. They got swept. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't pretty. And the last time we saw Ant-Man, it looked bad. He got exposed by OKC's great defense, and the Minnesota Timberwolves did not have a second option. Julius Randle was not great. And this Minnesota Timberwolves team as a whole was not great. They were so bad that this OKC team exposed them. They made Ant-Man go at a mid-range jump shot this offseason. We know he can attack, get to the hole, shoot the 3. They made him go at a mid-range shot. One thing I would say to you, Ant-Man, is when you get double teamed, don't try and force your way out of it. Make the correct play. Make the pass. Your teammates gonna help you. That's what your teammates there for. Make the pass. Make the simple play. That's gonna open up the game for you. And that mid-range also gonna open up the game for him because he's gonna be a 3-level scorer. He can already shoot the tray ball. He can already get to the cup. That mid-range, he a 3-level scorer. He gonna get to the free throw line. But I just think that, those 4 teams that I mentioned, they going to be better than Minnesota, and that's why Minnesota's going to be in 5th. And that's no knock on Minnesota. Like I told y'all, the Western Conference is so deep, we don't know truly where these teams are going to finish. In 6th, I got the Houston Rockets. We know that the Rockets finished 2nd last year behind OKC. That's crazy because they add Kevin Durant. They traded for Kevin Durant. They traded Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green. We know that Dillon Brooks, tenacious defender, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. He's going to get after you. He's going to get under your skin. And he's going to wreak havoc wherever he goes. And then they trade Jalen Green. Jalen Green was that go-to guy where they wanted him to be the go-to guy. When they needed the bucket the most, Jalen Green was supposed to be that guy. But Jalen Green is so inconsistent that he'll give you 25 to 30 points one night, and then the next night, he has 7 to 8 points. He's not even scoring in double figures. And he's inefficient. He'll go like 3 for 15 one night. And then the next night, he'll be like 10 or 15. It's the inconsistencies with Jalen Green. It's why he got traded. They also traded Dillon Brooks for KD. They get Kevin effing Durant. We know what Kevin Durant does. He closes games out. They needed somebody like that to close a game out like that. So you trade for the Slim Reaper. They add Dorian Finney-Smith. They add Clint Capella. They add Steven Adams. For whatever reason, if Şengün does not play one night, the Rockets' front line is going to be okay because they got Clint Capella and they got Steven Adams. So when Ime Udoka, when he wants to decide that he wants to play big, he can use that to his advantage. And you still have Şengün. You got the stud and Amin Thompson who's going to keep on getting better, and better. That kid has it, man. And then you still got Jabari Smith Jr. But I have them ranked 6th because Fred VanVleet tore his ACL. We know the champion in Fred VanVleet, the heart and soul of the team, the ball handling, the tough defense that Fred VanVleet plays. He got that ACL. He might be out for the season. Possibly. That's why I have Houston ranked so low in 6th, fighting for a play-in spot. Because of that Fred VanVleet. If not, if they did have Fred VanVleet, I probably would have them third in the Western Conference. But because of that one injury from a key player, I have them sixth. In the seventh spot, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. And you might say, why do I have the Clippers ranked so low? I don't want to have the Clippers ranked so low. I really don't. You got Kawhi, you got Harden, Zubac. They add CP3. They add Bradley Beal. They added John Collins. That's athleticism with John Collins. They add the veterans CP3, Bradley Beal, and they add another veteran in Brook Lopez. And then you got the supporting cast of Nicholas Batum, Derrick Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, and Bogdan Bogdanovic. They have a nice supporting cast of role players. They add athleticism in John Collins. They add Bradley Beal, which Tyronn Lue has been on record saying that he wants Bradley Beal to come in and play his game. He doesn't want Bradley Beal to try to fit in. Come in and play your game and be yourself. They want to see the Washington Bradley Beal. It's up to Bradley Beal if he can still give them that, because you still got Harden, you still got Kawhi, but James Harden playing point guard, he makes this game so easier for the other players on the team that Bradley Beal should be able to feed off that. But I think adding John Collins in the front court was huge, because we know what John Collins could do. John Collins could give you 16 to 12 rebounds a game. You know what I'm saying? And he's athletic. The Clippers need that. It's kind of like, I'm not trying to compare him to Blake Griffin, but it's kind of like Blake Griffin a little bit. And then you got Tyronn Lue, and the stud of a coach that he is. You got Jeff Van Gundy, who's the defensive coordinator on the team. Had that team playing defense like God knows, my Lord. So they still going to be right there, but I haven't ranked 7 because this Western Conference is so jam-packed and deep. And you could be in 7th or 8th place, and you could still have 50 wins. That's how deep the Western Conference truly is. In the 8th and final spot, I had the San Antonio Spurs. Why do I have the Spurs in 8th? Wemby. You got Wemby coming back for his 3rd year. Thank God he's coming back from the blood clot and he's clear and he's good. I seen some of Wemby's highlights the other night. Wemby blocked a shot. Wemby blocks a shot and he almost dunked it too at the same time. How do you block a shot and when he blocked the shot, he grabbed the opponent's rim. It's almost like he almost dunked too at the same time. I mean, the alien just doing alien things. And they kind of trying to have Wemby play point guard a little bit too. Like, what? Oh, man. God. De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle. That's a jam-packed backcourt with guards. They traded for De'Aaron Fox last year. We know what the clutchest player in the NBA can do. The thing that concerns me, the rookie of the year last year, Stephon Castle, and then they draft Dylan Harper. The guards, that's a question. It's a good problem to have, but how would that play out? And will they have to trade one of those guards? I don't see them trading De'Aaron Fox in the future because they just got him. Stephon Castle just won Rookie of the Year last year. And then Dylan Harper just got drafted. So out of those 3, Dylan Harper will probably be the one that would go. You still got Keldon Johnson, HB, Harrison Barnes. They added Luke Cornett. They add Kelly Olynyk. You still got Devin Vassell. And you still got Jeremy Sohan. Mitch Johnson's going to be coaching them this year officially after they took the interim tag off him. No more Pop, unfortunately. And this is the new San Antonio Spurs. I have them taking steps, baby steps. They are still a young team, but they need to take steps and keep improving. So that's why I have the Spurs in 8th. In 9th, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. Of course, Ja Morant. Must-see TV. We know what Ja Morant can do. You got Jaren Jackson Jr., Zach Edey. They traded Desmond Bane to Orlando for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. We know about Taylor Jenkins getting fired last year. I'm not expecting much from the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm just not, especially in a jam-packed Western Conference. I'm not expecting a lot from Memphis. So Memphis is not fine in the West anymore because I'm not expecting them to do a lot of big things. Jaren Jackson has a turf toe that he had surgery on. Mind you, John Morant just sprained his ankle and he's week to week. So if they start off slow because of injuries, don't even be surprised. That's why I have them ranked so low also, because they have injuries and then they not going to do nothing even when those guys are healthy. I'm just not high on Memphis this year. I'm just not. In 10th, I had the Phoenix Suns. When we talk about Phoenix, Devin Booker, of course, they traded for Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. They add Mark Williams. They add Nick Richards. You still got Royce O'Neal on the team, Grayson Allen. They hire a new coach in Jordan Ott. And please, can somebody please tell the owner, Matt Ishbia, quit firing coaches, hiring coaches, and firing coaches after 1 year. Monty Williams out the door after new management comes in. After he wins the Coach of the Year. You hire Frank Vogel, a former head coach champion with the Lakers that won into the bubble. He's gone after 1 year. You hire a two-time former coach of the year in Mike Budenholzer. He's gone after 1 year after he got a 5-year contract. You hire Cleveland Cavaliers assistant rookie head coach Jordan Ott. If it does not work out this season, do not fire Jordan Ott, please, Matt Ishbia. Stop firing coaches. How are these players supposed to build camaraderie with the coach if you keep firing them? These players are playing in different systems all year long, each year, because you keep firing coaches. You're not going to be able to build anything with that. Devin Booker in his career, I know Devin Booker in his career has had to have had at least 6 coaches, at least, if not maybe 7 or 8. So quit firing coaches, please, Matt Ishbia. I have Portland finishing 11. And then I have Utah finishing in 12. That's my Western Conference preview. Like I keep telling y'all, I'm not even confident in my top 10 because the Western Conference is so jam-packed. And I'm probably going to be more than likely wrong. But the thing that I will be right about is OKC. They are definitely finishing first. If they don't finish first, I will be completely shocked, as probably we all will. But OKC definitely has to finish first. They do. They just got to. With that being said, tomorrow we preview the Eastern Conference. But that's all I have for you guys today. Come back tomorrow for it's more of Nolan's Playbook. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.